All right, welcome back into Cherry Picking, week 14 of the fantasy hockey season. We've got a really exciting week of content. Today we're starting with must-add, but later on we'll have second half league winners and losers, along with breaking down the current NHL playoff odds now that we're kind of at the midway point of the season. But let's get right into must-add today. 3 players to add. The first one being a guy who's 30% rostered. I'm honestly shocked that he's not more rostered right now in Yahoo leagues, but that's Viktor Arvidsson on the LA Kings. Looking at his season so far, is 33 points in 40 games, so very solid. Still at that mark around 33 points. Still surprising to see him as low rostered as he is right now. But over his last 7 games, we've seen him play even better. He has 9 points in those games. And over his last 10 games, too, he's been one of the best players on this Kings team. He's second in the team in shots, second in expected goals for, and second in high danger chances for. So he's creating his own type of offense. And then also on this line with Danault and Iafallo, Danault's been probably one of the best centers on this team. It's tough to really look at his metrics and stats and say, oh yeah, this is a top 10, 15 center in the NHL, but this guy has a ton of upside, especially in the offensive zone. He plays the two-way center to a T, and now on this LA Kings team, we've seen him create way more offense compared to when he was on Montreal, probably just because he has a lot more skill around him, but this has been one of the more efficient lines on the Kings, and for Arvidsson, he's in all the right spots to succeed in fantasy hockey. You know, playing on the second line with Danault, as I mentioned, takes a huge spot for value, and then also he's on the second power play line as well. His ice time's hovered around 17 minutes this entire season, and over the past month, though, we've really seen his shot volume increase. I think that's kind of goes hand in hand with his expected goals rate as well, increasing over the past 10 games that he's played. We're seeing his shot volume over his last 8 games be around 4 shots per game, so that's really solid. So if this LA offense continues to roll, he's an absolutely must-add on this team, and at 30% roster, you could still get him in some of those leagues. All right, the next guy we're going to be picking up this week on the St. Louis Blues, and that's Brandon Saad, 5% rostered right now, and this guy's really taking advantage of an opportunity. Unfortunately, Vladimir Tarasenko will be out for the next month or so. Got put on the IR earlier before just when January started, but right now he's playing on that second line with Braden Shen and Ivan Barbashev. He plays on the second power play unit right now too. He's clearly been able to build a solid connection with these two line mates, with Shen and Barbashev, considering they've assisted on pretty much all of his goals over the last week. As I mentioned, he's 5% rostered, but we've seen his ice time go from 15 minutes to 17, 18 minutes now that he's playing in this elevated role, and 4 goals in his last 3 games. I would be worried usually because shooting percentage is really high right now at 18, but he has 11 shots on goal in those 4 games. So to see that kind of volume early in this new role that he's been playing is definitely encouraging and something that you could still kind of rely on. And as I mentioned, Tarasenko will be out until the end of January, so you might as well ride Saad's hot hand until then. All right, the last guy we're going to be picking up this week, honestly my favorite pickup of the week, despite just being rostered in 5% of leagues, and that's Alexander Barabanov. Played the left wing and right wing capabilities on Yahoo right now, so that's also very valuable. I think this is a pretty sneaky pickup, and it's really shocking to me to see him being at only 5% rostered, considering he does have 25 points in 36 games. He doesn't shoot the puck a ton, but I think on the Sharks team, he's in a position to succeed. For one, the Sharks team has been surprisingly a top 10 team in offense throughout the season. They're 9th in goals for per game so far this season. Then if you look at the last 30 days, the last month, they're creating the 3rd most high danger chances for on offense. So Erik Karlsson's definitely propelling that from the back end, but we're seeing guys definitely take advantage of that. We have LeBanc, Timo Meier as well, and now we're seeing Barabanov get on the fun here. So he has a point in 4 straight games. He's really found a home on this line with Nieto and Logan Couture as they switched it up a little bit, and he's on the left wing on the first power play. It's also shown through his expected goals for mark over the last month and a half. He's been sixth best in that category, which is really substantial. You know, he's creating a lot of offensive chances, not only on his own, but for his line mates as well. He's super quick and fast, creates a ton of space for himself. So playing with him is just a huge beneficiary for Logan Couture and a guy like Matt Nieto as well. I think also this is a really valuable pickup, just especially playing in the Pacific Division. There's a lot of bad defenses in there, so they're going to be playing in a lot of high-scoring games. Therefore, you have a lot of opportunity for chances, for points, and goals as well. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. For the rest of the week, we'll be looking at second half league winners and losers, and then a couple other videos near Thursday and Friday. So be sure to like, comment, join the Discord as well. Be answering all those questions for the rest of the season, and I'll see you guys in the next video.